So we did also talk about if you have any type of acid reflux or GERD type of sensation, that can come from this valve right here being a little bit off. So unless you have a professional that can work on that for you, there are a couple things you can do also at home. So sometimes before you eat, usually you would not want to do this during a high acid reflux moment. So you know, if you're already in that point, then wait until after it goes down before you start messing around with this valve. So, but usually it's this area right here under the sternum. There's a little bone called the xiphoid process, so you want to just be careful of that. On some people you will feel yours, on some it might be too deep or it can kind of get pointed in. So just be careful and cautious of that. So you're gonna slide down and you'll feel this space, this kind of a hole that's created in the abdomen. On some people too, if you've had a child and you have a diastasis recti, that this might be an uncomfortable place. So if you already have that, I would also stay away from this movement. We would do something different specifically for you, which will not be covered today. So unless you have any other issues, stay away from this movement. But if you're just experiencing basic acid reflux from time to time or discomfort when you eat, this is a great one to start. This tube, everything should be running down, right? Because we're in this point of flexion, this area right here tends to get a little congested. This is the area we need our food to flow down. So we're gonna go into that area once again with a flat hand. So you don't want a pointed finger, you want a flat finger stacked. So you see the difference where I'm pointing into myself or I'm just flat on top of myself. So I'm using the surface to affect the underneath tissues. I'm not just trying to drive into those tissues. So we're gonna go right on top. Find that little valve space. It should feel just like this little opening. Once again, if you go really far into that opening, this is not for you. That means you have something else going on. So find that space. It should still feel nice and like your fingertips behind it. It shouldn't feel like an empty space. It should feel like a little kind of a meaty tissue back there. So you're gonna hook on to that tissue and I'm not sliding down. So see, my fingers are not moving at all. I'm hooking into that space. And with my pressure and with my imagination, I am pushing down. So I'm thinking about dragging down, but I'm not sliding on the skin. So the action itself is a pulling down. So I'm creating a traction on the skin. So see how my skin could be like this, or I can pull on it and create a tension on it. That's what I'm doing with this skin. So I'm creating that tension. I'm pulling it down. By pulling down the outside tissues, I'm telling the inside tissues to pull down. I'm gonna hold on to that, and I can already feel mine going down. You want to hang out, once again, about 2 minutes. You're just going to hold this pressure, but as you see, I am not sliding. My fingers have not moved from this place that I put them at. I created the tension, I created that slack feeling, and now I'm hanging out. You're just going to hang out. There's not a lot of action on this one. Just give your body the time and tell it what you want it to do. You're dragging all that tissue back down. And that's it. It's a pretty easy one. As long as you're not just slipping and sliding over your skin, you're maintaining that pressure, that tension with a nice flat finger. Okay, those are the main things. So if you have any trouble with acid reflux on a daily basis, you can also do this laying down in your bed. If that feels more comfortable, a lot of times that tension is taken off of our core when we go flat. Give it a try there if it feels a little bit too uncomfortable while you're sitting up, okay? Let us know.